Hi guys, LordOfPondtail here with another video for Rise of Empires Ice and Fire. In this video it is part 9 of my guide to Eden, and as you can see on our province map, the ancient temple has been taken this week by one of the guilds that we are competing with. So let's have a look who's taking control of the ancient temple. Well, it'll be no surprise to those of you who know our section from states 41 to 56 that Immortal Guild, which mainly consists of players from state 47, have taken control of the ancient temple. Now, they did this yesterday, and I did watch a bit of what they were doing at the time. So this is just a quick video to kind of discuss what the kind of absolute minimum requirements are going to need be for you guys to be able to take the ancient temple on your maps. And let's have a look quickly at what you're going to get. Well, the ancient temple is going to give you a big boost to your occupation value figures. You get 400 points. Now, the maximum reward that you can get, you'll need 1500 points. So getting this 400, that's going to help a long way towards getting those maximum points. You're going to get improvement on the chaos production of 8%, chaos resource production, and occupant marching speed towards city ranges plus 50. So that will improve how quickly you march towards the city zones. Look up here though, a couple of big points to kind of look at. First is the rebel zeal, the loyalty that is required for you to hit this ancient temple. It is 8,000, the maximum amount that you can gain from upgrading all 4 of your coalition camps to level 20. You can of course use the blue right arm of the specialization section to get 1200 bonus loyalty from that. So you're still going to need 3 of your coalition base camps at level 20, and then coalition base camp 4 to be at level 8 for you to be able to hit the ancient temple. So that is the first big stumbling block. You're going to need a lot of players to be maxed on their loyalty, alright? The next thing is the fortification value of the ancient temple. It is 1 million points. 1 million. And look at that guard power, 80 million. So you're going to need an incredibly strong... Yeah, look at this. You know, that's that. You know, it's gonna have. It's got S heroes in its guardians. So that's the kind of that is the kind of legions you're up against. Some very good combinations there, and well. Basically, from what I saw yesterday, well, let's talk about what theoretically what the absolute minimum numbers would be, okay? Now, as you've seen before in my previous videos, you can get on your legions, you can get their demolition value to over 1,000 if you've got T9 footmen with avalanche, giving that extra 300 demo value. Now, if you think you've got 1 million points you need to remove from the ancient temple, all right? You've got half an hour to do it, because once you've killed that guardian, you've got to do it within half an hour. And in theory, you could have, if every player attacking had awakened avalanche with T9 footmen, and they're getting 1,039 demolition value on every hit for all 4 of their legions with maximum stamina, the minimum amount of players you would need is 24 players, alright? But that is making a big assumption that you're not going to be able to hit the ancient temple 40 times in 30 minutes because you're using footmen and the marching speed is too slow. So you're going to need a few key things. So what we noticed yesterday was that when Immortal Guild were taking this building, firstly, they had used the banners. So I've talked about banners in my red combat specialization video. So they had both Raider banner and Pioneer banner placed. Now, a Pioneer banner means that you use 50% less stamina, and Raider banner will give you extra demolition up to 10%. Alright. Now, interestingly, they had 2 lots of each banner placed around the temple to give as much boost as possible. And so players that were hitting were able to hit more than 40 times if they had max stamina, because they were actually using less stamina due to having the banner activated. So that's one thing that is going to help you. Secondly, it was pure numbers. So with any of these buildings, whether it's the gate, ancient temple, town or capital, multiple guilds can hit it at the same time if they have adjacent tiles. Alright? So if you're, for instance, trying to take a gate and someone else is trying to take it, if you've got adjacent tiles on either side of the gate, it's going to be pure luck who gets the last hit to take it. Now, in this instance yesterday with the ancient temple, so as I touched on before, kind of the 3 or 4 or 5 top most powerful alliances, minus one of them, have worked together and had basically a monopoly over our map this Eden season. Now, for better or worse, I'm not going to get into the politics of it, but that is what's happened. And so they have been working together, and Immortal Guild will finish with at least 1,500 occupation value. So the players that are playing in Immortal Guild, they're going to get that top level of rewards, which we'll look at the end of the week when we go into tally, and we'll see what I end up with from Undisputed, which will be nowhere near that, but never mind. But interestingly enough, yesterday, a couple of the other big guilds had placed tiles adjacent to the ancient temple, and they were, there you go, so you can see X54 has a tile next to it, and so does, and then Immortal have as well. So yesterday, both Immortal players and X54 players were hitting the ancient temple at the same time. So effectively, the X54 players were helping Immortal remove this huge fortification value of 1 million, and I think there was probably close to 50 players hitting this yesterday. And bearing in mind that you had the banners activated as well, they actually managed to defeat the temple and zero this fortification value. I think it was in 12 minutes. Now, please bear in mind that a lot of these players, X54 and Immortal players, are very, very strong players. And so they're going to have top-of-the-line legions, etc. And it still took them, as I say, with 50 players, it took 12 minutes. Realistically, and that's using the banners. So, as I've said before, my best advice to you regarding this is that potentially you might need to, it depends how the politics run in your map. I actually know on a different map from our group of states, I think it's map 5 for Eden, another alliance from 47 took the ancient temple even before Immortal did here. Now, it could just be, I don't know the makeup of how that map has developed through the season, but you know, politics and having allies and working together is a key part of Eden. And you know, it's something that you guys want to think about at the start of your season, or even before your season starts. You know, if you're a strong alliance and you've got a good chance of getting rewards, you're probably going to want to look at who you're going to ally with in the season. And with the fact that you can increase the guild membership to over 200, apologies, then you know, it's easy for 2 strong alliances actually just to merge into one guild. So it's just how your Eden map plays out will be down to kind of the politics of your sector of states, your group of states in the game. But just to kind of look at things practically, when it gets to the ancient temple, you're going to need realistically 30 to 40 players to comfortably, who are all got to be on 8,000 loyalty, remember, to comfortably first defeat the Guardian, and then of course reduce this 1 million fortification value within the 30 minutes before the Guardian respawns. So there you go, guys. That is kind of the information that I hope you were looking for regarding taking the ancient temple on your maps. There is only the one ancient temple on each map right in the middle, and you're going to need to work your way through to that temple. You know, castles, you're going to need high high loyalty values just to get into this middle section. Looking at the gate here, you see it's 6,000 loyalty just to get into this middle zone, which has the ancient temple, and then it's 8,000 loyalty to attack the temple. So that's going to be something that you want to consider literally from the very start of the season, what you're doing to focus on getting your loyalty up to that 8,000 so that you can take the ancient temple in the last few days of the season and get that huge 400 bonus onto your occupation value so that you can pick up those big rewards. So there we go, guys. This has been the ninth part of my guide to Eden. I hope you've been enjoying the season so far, series so far. We're almost at the end of our first season of Eden, and I will be doing another 10th part with covering the rewards at the start of next week when we do the tally and we get our rewards. I'll look at what awards we could have got, probably what awards these guys in IMM are going to be enjoying. So just that last section to go, but if of course you think I've missed something or you've got any queries about Eden, please put it in the comments section below and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Of course, as usual, thank you very much for all the support on the channel, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe by clicking subscribe in the box below and ringing that bell so you get notifications of when I release videos. And of course, if you haven't already, please do share my channel in Province chat and in your Alliance chat, just so we can keep the expansion of the channel going. It's been growing great this month so far, so thank you very much. So that's it for this video on the ancient temple on the Eden map. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you soon.